Hey brothers and sisters, how y'all doing? I'm here to do a video response to Mahogany Knot's video about embracing your natural hair texture. When I saw the video, I was very touched at the things that she said, and I'll link the video below so that you guys can check it out if you haven't already. I hadn't planned on doing a video response, but what prompted me to do it was I was at church and there were two little girls, and I think that they were sisters, and they had to be no more than about 8 or 9 years old. And a girl walked past them and sat in the row in front of them, and the girl had a hair texture very similar to Mahogany Knot's, just her texture. And the girls had a texture more similar to mine. When the little girl sat down, the sisters looked at each other and they go, "Oh, look at her hair. Why do we have to have the ugliest hair?" Oh, that broke my heart. That broke my heart for a child so young to be able to even say something like, why would God give us the ugliest hair? So after I heard her say that, I leaned over into her ear and I said, "I think your hair is beautiful." And you should have seen her face. She said, and her whole little vibe changed, and it just seemed like that just really empowered her because she was beautiful and her hair was gorgeous. It was long, it was a big puff. It just wasn't, you know, flowing down here, but it was beautiful. So after hearing them say that and watching Mahogany Knot's video, I felt like it is important to touch on this topic for girls who have the type 4, if you go by the hair texture chart, hair texture. My hair is definitely type 4. I don't know what category it falls into, but going by the hair typing system, it's anywhere between a 4B and a 4C, more so a 4C. And in the hair texture world, that's like the most nappy, the hardest to deal with, the most unruly, the most strenuous hair texture that nobody seems to want. So this video is basically just to touch upon how I feel about my texture and things that I've learned and done to be able to embrace what I have and love it. Now, I did a video a long time ago when I had a TWA, and it was called Confidence with a TWA. And in that video, I touched upon how to have confidence when your hair is very short and natural. And those concepts in that video are the same things that I used when I felt like my hair texture wasn't what I wanted it to be. So a lot of times when you go natural, you kind of have this idea of what you think your hair is going to look like. And you pray and wish and hope for a beautiful loose pattern that looks like the ones that the girls wear on the wigs, and that's what you usually want. Now for me, I was natural my whole life. I never had a relaxer. I've always known what my hair looked like. Even though I knew what my hair looked like, I thought that somehow, some way, I could still get it to look like the girls with the type 3C curls. And of course, I was very wrong. It is tough when you have people looking at your hair and making negative comments and saying that it's dirty and it's dry and it's nappy and you need a relaxer or whatever people say. I've heard people say so many hateful things to people about their hair. Now, I haven't had too much of that. Most of the people who do say things about my hair that are negative are family members. Family members that feel close enough to me to say something like that to me. And it's not every hairstyle I'll wear where they'll make a comment like that, but if I have my hair like just in a straight up afro, they'll make a comment. But let's say I do like a twist out, or I slick it down, or put it in a high bun, then they're like, oh, it's cute. As my hair started growing longer and I started wearing it out more and doing more hairstyles with it, I started realizing that not one person had ever came up to me and told me my hair was ugly. Not one person had not talked to me because of my hair. Not one man had not approached me because of my hair. It has not stopped me from anything in my life. Now, to me, I feel like with my texture, I had to do things in order to not look maybe disheveled. So if my hair is all matted up, knotty, natted, whatever, and I'm walking out the house in some sweats, well, yes, people are going to probably look at me crazy, especially in the neighborhood that I live in. People are probably gonna look at me like, oh, let me get away from her. But it has nothing to do with my hair. It's a whole look. It's a whole thing. If I had my hair straight and relaxed or with a nappy wig coming out looking like that, they would say the same thing. And so I realized that what I needed to do was make sure that when I do wear my hair out, I am also looking presentable as a whole, because for me, that takes the focus off of what my hair looks like, and it focuses on my face, it focuses on my outfit, it focuses on my personality, and all of a sudden my hair is not the biggest thing in the room. So for me, things like wearing makeup, And just experimenting with other styles besides an afro, a straight up afro, have been helpful to me in being able to love my texture, because I notice that when I'm in the stores and I look at like the models on the walls, I notice that their hair textures vary. There are some with 3C curls, there's some with TWAs, and there's some with type 4 curls, and they're all beautiful. And the ones that I tend to gravitate towards are the ones with the type 4 hair. Those are usually the models that I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful and natural and unique and awesome. The number one thing about anything about yourself that you feel you do not like is having confidence, embracing it and being confident about it, learning to love it and not giving a boop about what anybody else has to say about it. And for me, that has been the one and only thing that has changed my perception of my hair and of myself as a whole. Because I truly do feel like this is who I am. This is how God made me. God does not make mistakes. And he made my hair like this, and he felt I was most beautiful looking like this. And for me, I'm good with that. I am good with that. And if anyone else doesn't like it, well, you know what? Like Mahogany Knot says, they can kick rocks, because it's not on them and they do not have to look at you. For who I am, I like to always spice things up. That's just part of my personality. It's part of my nature. And so I chose to color my hair just so I can give it some funk and some flavor. And when I look at it, I can be like, oh, that's cute. And for those two sisters at church, I feel like just having a role model or having somebody who they see, who loves who they are, who loves their hair, and who can encourage them that they're beautiful, that their hair is beautiful, that it sticks up high and it's closer to God, whatever it is that they have to tell those little girls. I think it's important to talk to your children if they have a different hair texture than you do, or if they don't feel like their hair is beautiful, because they're going to get told left and right from society that their hair is ugly, and that it's nappy, and that it should be straight, and that they don't look professional, and they don't look serious, and they look young, or whatever negative comments people are going to make. It's all hatred and it's all unnecessary. If you feel like imitating that look for a time period, you can always do things like get wigs that have that curl pattern on it and enjoy that. Or you can also do styles that can give you a similar look. Maybe do a flexi rod set on your hair and have loose spiral curls and pull them out, and then, you know, if your hair is a certain length, you might have a 3C look. So there are styles that you can do that can imitate that look. But at the end of the day, when you wash your hair, you know that's not your hair, and you have to be happy with what you do have. And I feel like, the honest truth is, I feel like just like anything else in this world, some people have it, some people don't. If you are not happy with your hair, then find something else about yourself that you are happy with. Because there is somebody else out there wishing that they had what you had. So maybe your hair is not a 3C and that's what you want. Well, maybe you have some beautiful lips. Maybe you have a beautiful voice. Maybe you have a beautiful heart. Maybe there are other things about you that someone else does not have that makes you beautiful. Maybe not everything on your body is going to be beautiful, but there is something on your body that is beautiful. So why don't you focus on those things? Why don't you just be positive and focus on those things? Your hair is what you have. Learn to love it. Just learn to love it. As of now, I love my hair. I wouldn't want it any other way. Any other way. I love being natural, and I love my hair texture. I love being able to be an inspiration to anybody who feels like having type 4 hair, type 4C hair is bad. Knowing that you can make it cute, you can make it good, girl. You can do it. It's your hair. Work it. So that's my little tidbit. Sorry if I was rambling, because I did not plan on making this video. I just wanted to kind of put that out there, that I've thought about those things. I've struggled with those things, but the only person worrying about my hair was me. Just in case you're wondering, my hair is in a flexi rod out. I just had like the little curls. Oh, can you see that? So let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll link all the videos in the info box below. And big kisses to you all. And remember, life is way too short to be worrying about all these things that don't matter. Just love what you have. Peace out, sisters.